Islam Dwayne Baffle Bay. It is Rhonda Arrington-Bey and Imani Gray-Bey. And what I'm doing is demonstrating truth. And it's September 1st, 2019. Okay. This is on your Twitter page, which at any time you can shut down your Twitter page, but you have not. I might scroll down to so I was speaking to the National Grand Sheet yesterday, and I was telling him about communicating with you, and because it's so important for me not to demonstrate deceit, but demonstrate truth. And it's not that I don't want to accept financial help from you, Dwayne Byfield Bay, or financial help for okay. So now wait. So Imani just click down on your is about to click on your hashtag here. This is your hashtag that speaks of be safe. What does it say, Imani?
Be safe, stay sane, and stay balanced.
Okay.
Alchemist.
Okay. So it's not that I don't want to accept money from you or any help. I just want because have been demonstrating truth, and I'm in the spirit of truth, not because I'm in the spirit of truth. Go ahead and click on the hashtag. I think it's important for me to accept financial help from you, Dwayne Byfield Bay, and any assistance as your wife, because that's what I believe I am. And okay, now at the top, this is under your hashtag. It shows you your post about your podcast of spirituality. Then it scroll down, money. It shows my post. Okay. So that you know, and then this has been there for a long time. Sometimes I think you change the post on the hashtags whenever you feel like it, because I can see the orders change. But it's I guess when you feel like it. And there's another post. That's the post of be sane, I think. And then at the bottom, I'm showing a timeline of the Social Security card of us being at the Social Security card office, and the videos that I post. And so of the videos, scroll all the way down, scroll down some more before you click on that video. The next is another post of you, Dwayne Baffle Bay, on what you're saying. Scroll down some more. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, scroll up. Now click on the video that says natural law. Okay. All right. Go ahead and press play. Because I told the National Grand Sheet yesterday that if I'm not your wife, Islam, please, in his eyesight, Dwayne Baffle Bay's eyesight, tell him to please speak to you and give me a call. Because I'm in the spirit of truth, and I connect jurisdiction spiritually and spiritually, which is mentally and physically. Go ahead and money and press okay.
Islam Dwayne, it's June the 24th, 2019. Islam, how are you? I hope well. I just got through talking. It is approximately 6:22 p.m. and I just got through talking to the National Grand Sheik, Joe Arrington-Bey, and I was telling him that I had the check, which is enough for me to continue to correct my status with Imani Gray-Bey with my son. And I thought, I could be wrong, but I thought I heard him start to say peace, peace, and all right. I'm not sure. He was like peace, peace, and then he said birth certificate, and he said, and we were talking about the birth certificate and the Social Security card. But I could be wrong, because I am among spirits talking and telepathically. But I thought that's what I heard him saying, like mumbling. But I could be wrong. But I'm not blaming him. That's the last thing I want you to think, because I'm not. I'm thankful. When he picked up the phone this maybe 15 minutes ago, I was so happy. I was like, yes, and I'm happy that I have enough money to do this, because I think it's like $300
money. If it does that, what do you usually do?
No, you just wait. Make sure to.
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, just wait.
We're looking at spending to get the Bay and next to our which will be considered a slave name or the straw man's name. Okay, my name is Arrington.
Do I need to take it over there?
Oh, okay.
Monty Gray's name is Bay. Gray. Gray. My name is Arrington. And you know, we've been on this journey, Dwayne Bathfield Bey. I've been on this journey as your wife since 2013.
Okay.
Actually, before that,
That's
since 2011. Between 2011 and 2012.
So that's what I wanted to demonstrate, Dwayne Bathfield Bey, because we are under jurisdiction, demonstrating the jurisdiction we are under, Dwayne Bathfield Bey, is important. It's important because jurisdiction is more than more than physical. It's spiritual as well. When you're demonstrating a lie, constantly, then that demonstrates the jurisdiction you're under. Allah is my authority. In the Holy Quran Circle 7, chapter 35, it speaks about the attributes of Allah and how wonderful Allah is. And it warns us as Moorish Americans about maintaining a form of divinity and righteousness, Dwayne Bathfield Bey. So, for example, so in that, that's the spiritual and mental jurisdiction. So we as Moorish Americans are encouraged, even through Prophet Noble Drew Ali's document, what is Islam. He said, a true follower of Islam is someone who does not cause harm through thoughts, words, or deeds. So we're not perfect. I know I'm not, but we're striving to succeed in that degree. I know I am. And there's ways to do it without and not cause harm through thoughts, words, and deeds. There are ways to do it, but it takes skill and it takes time, and that is true mastery. And what it is disconnection from your carnal self, that lower self energy, and raising your frequency and feeding that higher self energy. And that takes, once again, it takes time to learn that science. So in that's why when I spoke to the National Grand Sheik, so this video was a couple of months ago, but I spoke to the National Grand Sheik yesterday, August the 31st, 2019, and I was asking him, have he spoke to you, and telling him that I'm still, because I didn't want to be some sheep or somebody doing something behind the curtains, saying I'm your wife when I'm not. And the nation knows about it, and this has been going on since the year 2013. I married you in 2013, August 2013. So that's one of the reasons why. And if I am, I just ask for you to do what I ask, and basics. Provide for Imani and I provide for me as your wife, you as my husband, and just the basics, and be there on the physical plane. But if you cannot, because truth is I'm not, then we must disconnect, because that is feeding a frequency of deceit, Islam, and allow Allah will to be done. And believe, because no one was there for many Moors, like my child Abbas Malik Bey, his father Masal Bey, my father, my mother, many Moors who have families when they didn't know about these unclean demonic spirits like that are sitting around closing the doors here at American Independence State constantly, sometimes slamming the doors. I think those are unclean spirits doing that, and saying brother, and causing the phone to beep, invading the dreams here, because all this is what they're doing is demonstrating their jurisdiction. So either it's the United States Navy or Army. I remember the National Grand Sheet yesterday spoke of the proclamation that included the United States Navy and Army, and how they are not supposed to be blocking this change, in reference to Imani Gray-Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, correcting our status completely. And that's going through many steps. This is just one step, the Social Security card and the Maryland State ID. But we have the birth certificate and the passports and alerting other agencies. So they're not supposed to be blocking it, because they're supposed to be respecting the 13th Amendment with 20 sections and Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, all 4 of them. So, but if they're not in the constitutional fold, and they being controlled by foreign jurisdiction, this is what we are among. And so, and that is dealing with slave breeding with unclean spirits. That's the connection of slave breeding and with unclean spirits. So, nonetheless, there's still law, and there's lawful, and he did bring up how that is a lawsuit. That is definitely a lawsuit in reference to such things, because we are demonstrating true law. The Constitution is true law. All this, whatever they speak of, this craziness that you hear Negroes, Spanish people saying, like the number one we paid, is not real, because all they're demonstrating what's in their jurisdiction, because they are something else. These are unclean spirits. So, but anyway, getting to this, I'm back. So the point is, we are among unclean spirits. Even last night, my genitals were attacked, and I kept seeing a visual that looked almost like a female that speaks Spanish. She does named Lorena. I'm not saying it was her, but this is the best description. That works at Burger King. I earn money with her at Burger King. I earn money as a Moorish American. I don't know what her nationality is. I don't know if she has a nationality, but the best description, almost, but a little bit different, looked like her. And then I heard a male speaking, and an unclean spirit. This is like about 4 or 3 in the morning, or 5 in the morning, and so the sun was not up, and my genitals started to be attacked. So I'm not claiming it's her. I'm just giving you a description, because I'm giving testimony. And I know you know who I work around, Dwayne Bethel-Bey, just like you demonstrate that you know that I'm saying constantly I'm your wife. And the Moorish American National Public know that I'm saying constantly I'm your wife. The National Grand Sheik, who is the National Grand Sheik of Moorish American National Republic, the Moorish Science Temple of America, knows that I say I'm your wife, and know that you have made steps to demonstrate that you know me. So we've been married since 2013. So what I'm doing is just giving you a testimony of what I experienced. I'm not saying it's her. And as this was happening, a male was talking. My genitals were being attacked, and a male was talking. And then my dreams started to be invaded by pale skins and Negroes. So these are unclean spirits that are in a jurisdiction. They've been quarantined in that jurisdiction, and so they're being used to behave like animals, savages. But nonetheless, we are, Imani Gray-Bey and I, we're going to keep our thoughts clean, divine, because we're not savages. We're not in their jurisdiction. We don't have the science of telepathy. We reject the science of telepathy. And we don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, but we try to give everyone we can respect as Moorish American, because we're not animals. So, so to make a long story short, Imani Gray-Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we try to focus. I fall short sometimes, but not when I speak prophecy in reference to extermination of these demonic, unclean abominations, these diseased spirits. But I fall short if I allow anger to take over and I do things that are unclean. So I try not to. Okay, not because I'm speaking prophecy and speaking truth about their extermination, because they are being exterminated according to prophecy. They are being exterminated, and I see why they are quarantined, these unclean spirits. But I pray for the healing of all nations, and I pray that all of them will use a form of the 13th Amendment with 20 sections. May all nations all around the earth with wisdom free their people by using a form or using the 13th Amendment with 20 sections so that this spirit of freedom can help raise the frequency all over the earth and the universe. And then therefore their thoughts, words, and deeds might demonstrate such things and not causing harm, a form of divinity, Islam. So that's why I'm doing this, Dwayne, because I am demonstrating I am in the spirit of truth. And it states, Dwayne Bathfield Bey, that when we annex our name to Bey, I've learned this from Moorish American, we are demonstrating, communicating to these government agencies that we are moving from a lower self chattel property status, and that means thoughts, words, and deeds, because you can see those that are in that jurisdiction, they behave as such, chattel property, slaves, from a higher divine natural being, a divine natural being. In that, what does that mean? It's more than physical. It's in your thoughts, your behavior. That's a jurisdiction as well. Communicating on the physical plane with the paperwork is a jurisdiction, shows jurisdiction, but also you can be more with that paperwork but still behave in the same jurisdiction as chattel property through your thoughts, words, and deeds. And that's where Allah, the Holy Quran Circle 7, chapter 35 comes in. Not just 35, but many chapters in the Holy Quran Circle 7. The Quran in the Holy Bible, which was made public law in this country in the year 1982, Islam. So I'm going to stop there, Islam.